Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, episode number
17.
17. That's right. It's getting too many now. We've got to stop these numbers. You got to put 2 up, bro. You have to, because it's so cool. So cool, bro.
We're pretty gangster.
Like, don't you feel like a thug when you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll tell you what I think.
Why are you angry today?
No, it's because having problems.
Why are you
What's
angry
wrong?
today?
I'm not angry.
What's wrong with you
You've rocked up. You're giving it to our poor producer.
I have not.
What's going
Don't
on?
bring my violence into this.
What's going on? You got to talk.
Nothing going on.
Like your team won this week.
Hey, it's been a good week.
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing's going on.
You want us to turn off the camera? We can talk about it off camera.
No, I got work in the mornings.
Oh, no, that's true.
Freaking late,
It
mate.
is late.
It's only 7 o'clock.
Yeah, oh, it's 7 o'clock. I wish we could film at 7 o'clock.
The game just ended,
yeah.
bro. What are you talking about? All right. How's your weekend been?
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Like we said, your team won, so
Yeah, team won. Had some sushi on
the
the weekend.
the battle of the spoon.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm sure we won't get the spoon
Yeah,
now.
I didn't
Your
think.
Tigers to versus
I
Bulldogs.
didn't
No, that's.
And we have a boy, so
Oh, yeah, the buy's the only thing that's going to take you above us.
maybe.
It
I don't know.
hurts.
You guys can scrape a win.
Yeah, we can.
You guys can scrape a win. We showed some fight.
What, in the last 10 minutes?
No, before that, like second half.
I feel like the Panthers just went to sleep.
Yeah, they did. They took their foot off the pedal, as they say.
I think everyone saw that coming in the second half.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm surprised they didn't arrest most of their players.
I did tell you on the
No, you
group.
gotta give 'em the-
I told you on
Yeah,
the group the
clearly.
second half's going to be they're going to cruise it.
Yeah, which they did.
No point in playing hard.
Yeah. What about you? How was your weekend been? Let's talk about you, brother.
It's about time.
It is about time.
You know that Jared Hayne when he finally won Origin?
Yeah.
I felt like that, mate. It's
What did he
about
say?
time.
No, that's not what he said.
Ooh, it's about time.
No, it's been a long
Oh, that's all
time.
right.
Oh, it's been a long time,
And
man.
his voice
I was
cracks
about
and all
to
that.
shed a tear as well, but
Hey, what about John Cena, mate?
mate, I've been calling. Hey, I'm telling you now, Lindsay Collins watches this.
He watches it. He watches
He
it.
must.
For 3 weeks, I was calling him John Cena, and finally, just
Yeah, Lindsay,
Okay,
we're big
man.
a
fans.
little you can't see me.
Yeah. Are we big fans?
He plays in New South Wales, so we're a big fan. But if he wasn't a Queenslander, you can,
Look, when he pulled that, this State of Origin series, he can go fuck himself.
yeah.
Fuck
Because he
him.
killed
played
us.
well, he played.
He
That's
played
why,
for-
fuck him.
That's why fuck him. But other than that, don't really care for him.
Alright, yeah. So let's get into it. Round 21. We'll start
Do you
off.
want us to ask you how your weekend was? Or?
Oh, yeah. How's your weekend been?
It was alright. It was good. Like you said, when I had sushi,
Yeah, you did.
You
were
weren't there.
You weren't there.
you missed out. It was very good, but you had a gender reveal to go to.
That was fucking bullshit. The gender reveal was at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I
in the
swear to
afternoon.
God, we went what
He's
5:30.
full-
No,
God.
no, but I honestly got home at 6.
No, you fucking didn't.
I'm being serious. From the gender reveal, went to my parents' house to do my gender reveal.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
So what are you
so-
having? You want to tell the world?
Look, we're not gonna name the gender because it's not my place to do that.
So
It
you want
is
to
up
keep it
to
a
the
secret?
child.
Okay.
So
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm.
That is
Okay,
fair.
listen. So round 21 started off with the Battle of the Spoon, Dragons versus Tigers. 18 Dragons, Tigers 14. In what was a pretty entertaining game for me watching it because there was so much on the line.
Yeah. Well,
I think it was honestly a very boring game.
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I liked
I was
it.
just like, oh.
I thought the Dragons had a lot of moments. Like the score should have been a lot bigger than what it was. Like you guys were so much better than them.
but sometimes they broke the line a few times.
100%. That's why I
But,
found it entertaining.
what's that bloke's name? The center?
Who, your centre?
No,
Or
their center.
Toa.
Toa, yeah.
No, what's the other one?
Why'd you look at me like you
No,
want to hit me
the
for?
other one, the other one.
He's angry.
Yeah,
cuz.
Toa and
have no idea,
Tommy
blank.
Talau.
And Tommy Talau, yes.
Talau, big hog, didn't pass.
Yeah.
A few times didn't
Yeah,
pass.
he
They
had-
would've-
what's his
Tupo was
name?
open.
Tupo,
He was
Tupo,
open.
free
Oh
on
no,
the
sorry,
side.
it was Tupo that didn't pass.
No,
No,
you're
Tupo's
right.
the
It was
winner.
Talau.
Was it Talau?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He looked and just dummied and went.
yeah,
Yeah,
a few
that-
times.
So,
But I'll take the win. I don't want the spoon. I know the Tigers fans will say at least they get something out of the competition, but I'd rather get nothing than a spoon.
yeah, 100%. 100%. And you guys have never won one. The St. George of the World Dragons have never won a wooden spoon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll keep
You,
it that way.
you don't want to win. You don't want to win your first now.
No,
All right.
especially when the Tigers and the Bulldogs are in the comp.
Yeah.
So you guys are 2 wins ahead of Tigers now?
Yes,
Should be easy.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they've done all their boys, have they?
Yeah, they finished their boys.
They've got, and they're obviously easy teams. Like they've got, why do I say teams like that? Anyways,
Teams.
they got Souths this week, and then I think eventually they got Roosters, who they probably, if they beat us, I don't know.
No, I think you guys are.
But we've got John Cena. So
You
we've
just
got-
must have found some form after that game.
Oh, we got Broncos this
Because
week.
for a
so it'll be
team,
interesting.
we'll get to the Roosters. I was going to talk about the Roosters.
You
but-
always jump in the gun with
yeah, I would. No, with everyone actually. I just always like to skip
He
ahead.
gets excited before he forgets. That's what.
Like last week, we were talking about the Warriors Raiders game. We spoke about Sharks for half an hour.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
should go on to like different
Speaking
tangents.
of the Sharks, we'll talk about them.
Yeah, all right. So, what I want to talk about from that game, Zach Lomax
Yeah,
had a killer.
he's found form in the past 2 games.
Yes, but that flick pass,
Yeah, cracker.
wow.
How did they not contain him? I just don't understand.
Who
And
did he-
Tupou's
who did he throw
strong.
off? Tupou, 1-on-1. Tupou runs up. He like wrapped his arms around, and Lomax went,
He
Bob,
does it a lot.
see you later. He's very strong.
He's very
He's
strong.
very strong.
For-
I feel sorry for Tuba. So he misses that tackle, runs back, and then Rafael runs over him.
Yeah.
with an injured leg too.
Yeah, Ravelo had
Oh,
damage.
he
in
was
his
probably
leg,
faking the injury because he was getting pumped.
But yeah, it was.
They mopped the floor on his wing
After he got injured.
before he got injured. Tupa scored 2 tries.
Yeah, that is true because he keeps shooting out like a fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah, they keep shooting.
And I feel like every time wingers do that, they fake an injury. Like, oh, that's why I missed.
Bro, I've never seen anyone shoot out as much as this guy.
At least hit him.
3 tries.
No,
in
but
his-
he shoots into space.
Yeah, and like he completely
Yeah.
misses.
He doesn't shoot at a man. He shoots
Yeah.
into space. Like,
He shoots for the intercept. And
all 3 tries in
but the
his
ball hasn't
corner.
even been passed yet when he shoots.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
he runs so early that the halfback will just okay. He
Hold
took,
it.
he took him out, so I'll just
Yeah,
throw it over him.
he holds it a second just so he's past the plate and then passes.
That's it.
But yeah, so Zach Lomax, that was me and Khayo were talking, who's a avid Dragon supporter.
He's a
Yes. And he said it's like a Cooper-esque, and I had to agree with him. That strength he showed when he threw him off.
Cooper.
Well, I'm the one that said Cooper. I said Gaznia-esque, but I meant
Nah,
Cooper. I meant
Cooper's
Cooper.
a lot stronger than
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, Cooper. I'm like, I thought it was very Cooper-esque, but he's looking very good ever since
Flano.
Flano and, even once he got dropped and came back in, he hasn't had a bad game.
He hasn't. No, and Flano has. He's hoping to play him at fullback.
At
next
fullback,
year,
yeah. Well, that's what they're saying, but we don't know.
I don't see it going wrong.
Yeah, and you guys have
because he's good under the high ball.
during the week. What you've told Sloan that he could look for a new club.
Well, not Sloan. They didn't come out and name Sloan, but I'm sure they told Sloan, told Jaden Hunt.
Jaden
Most of
Hunt.
them boys officially gone.
Yeah, boy's gone. Where's he gone?
He went to Super League.
Yep. This is
And-
now done.
Yeah, he's
Done
gone.
deal,
Today he was released,
Yep.
and one more player. Zane
Solid.
Musgrove gone.
You got Sullivan.
Musgrove's gone as well.
Sullivan's gone.
Sullivan,
got
yeah,
told to go look for a new
asked
club.
to look for a new club. Yep.
Well, Shane Flanagan did say we told him he can look for a new club, but if he wants to be here in 2024, he can.
So
Might go
yeah,
Tigers.
he's already getting his fingerprints all over that team, and
And he sat down with Ben Hunt and told him you're not going anywhere for 2024.
That's all
yeah, he
right.
told him you're gonna play out the rest of your contract, which I respect.
Yeah.
I really do, and
Well, Ben Hunt
Yeah,
doesn't seem
it's-
to have an issue with it. We'll see.
No,
we'll
it's
see how the season goes next year.
that's what it
If we
is.
play a lot better, I don't think
He'll
he'll
probably
complain.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's good signs from the coach before he comes in. But I do think eventually maybe like the beginning's going to be good, but that board is still the problem for the Dragons.
Oh, if they ease up and let him do what he wants to do, I feel like just let them be in the background. No one wants to hear their voice. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But
That'll be fine.
100%. But they always get involved. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the
The only time they weren't involved was when Bennett came over and he's won the comp.
big Uncle Wayne puts his foot
He
his
puts
foot
it
I
on
feel
down.
like
Yeah,
Shane's
he
that type
does.
of bloke as well, but
He is. He's
he
very.
don't just like get kicked around and shit.
Yeah, no, he
We'll
doesn't
see
say
how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But talking about the Tigers, right? So they've come out midweek and apparently held talks to sign Justin Holbrook as their assistant coach.
Don't understand.
Assistant coach.
Assistant coach.
How many more coaches do they need?
I don't know.
That's 4 coaches in the box.
4 isn't enough. They
But
need,
say,
they
it's
need
like
a
we
fifth.
said, once you hit a crisis, this is when like, oh, let's just do something random, like get a new coach. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, just do
It's
it.
so weird. Like this came out
Yeah,
of
it's
nowhere. When I
random.
heard about it, I'm like, what he's doing? They've got who do they have now? They've got who's the head coach? I've
So
forgotten.
Tim,
Tim Sheens,
Robbie,
Robbie Farah,
Robbie,
Benji
Benji.
Marshall, David Ferner.
and
And,
Holbrook.
And then they want Holbrook in as well. They're going to have a squad of coaches.
They might as well
But-
field them.
I swear to
Hey,
God.
but the thing is, you think about it like this: if they do get Holbrook, who from the Titans would want to follow Holbrook?
No one. They've done nothing.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think any...
Look, if David and Thingy's contracts were part of an
Yeah, but
agreement to him,
David Fafita was apparently going to leave at the beginning of this year.
do you see David going to the Tigers?
No.
Not even Tino?
No.
I reckon have the money for him.
I don't think they'll go.
We'll see.
There is no way they'll go. I reckon they'll just stay at the Titans.
I think that's what it's going to be like. I feel like they both end up staying at the Titans.
If the Tigers
Des
are
Hasler's a
club
good
in-
coach, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about Hasler.
Well, what he done to your club is a bit fucked.
He's all right.
But as a coach, he's pretty good.
He's not bad. I want to say he's good.
They kept us in the top 8 every year.
Yeah.
he did it with Manly
until he
as well.
didn't.
Until when?
When the salary cap came and fucked us.
Yeah,
When all the back-ended contracts came up
well,
and he pumped us. If in that time we won a comp, I would have been happy. Look, you know what? Sack it.
okay.
Do it. It's like Shane Flanagan at the Sharks. We cheated. Fuck it. We won a comp. Go hard.
That's true.
But if we didn't win a comp,
Well, he got yous there.
but we didn't
He
win
got yous there. It was
Yeah, it's up to
Hey,
him.
he
Exactly
done
right.
everything he could.
100%. 100%.
Everything else was left to the players.
Players, yeah, we lost.
Fuck
Especially the 2014 one was our season.
The only thing he could literally do was pull on a
2014,
jersey and run on the
2012.
field.
Honestly,
That's
what else
the
do you want
last
from
thing
him?
left.
We should have him in that fucking mop of a haircut he's got. All right, move on. Warriors 21, Raiders 20. What a game!
Yeah.
What
the
a game!
Warriors came out the first half, done very well,
They done very well.
and then they just like shut down in the second.
They
half.
did. Towards the end, the Raiders came out.
Usually that's a Raiders thing to do.
Who scored the last try?
Jack Whiten.
Jack Whiten. That's right in the
Down on the
corner.
left edge.
Bro, that was such a good try.
It was a
Did
beautiful.
not see that coming, man.
Such
Did
a
not
good
see it
try
coming.
out of nowhere with like minutes. It was the last minute of the game. And they go the length of the field try. Oh, we skipped ahead over the Warriors, but they played well. Right? Martinez Lesniak got a double.
What about Johnson, man?
Johnson always comes out. And
Yeah,
just
Johnson
does
kills
his
it.
thing.
Wade Egan.
Yeah, he's picking up.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, what a he's
what
improved so much this season.
What happened that second half? But
I have no idea.
if he's going to take that into the finals, it's going to be a bit rough.
I feel like I figured out the problem here.
Okay, talk to us, the analyst.
Tohu Harris, mate,
Is he the problem?
no longer playing 80 minutes for the last 6 weeks. Last week plays 30. This week plays 30, or maybe a bit more. Maybe a bit
His
more.
defense in that middle, you need him.
Defense,
Everything,
attack.
attack.
It's all through him.
He does a lot.
They're missing that. So once he comes off, the middle starts to leak a little bit.
I feel like he's got a niggling injury.
He's got
He
2
does.
knees, a wrist. He's wearing a wrist patch now.
The guys.
He needs this
literally
week off.
made out of glass, man.
Yeah. So they've got a buy. Hopefully, I'm hoping he can recover.
Yeah,
But
he
he's
should.
not. He's not young.
He should recover. I mean, he comes out and
It's
bulldozes
those knees,
every
bro.
week, bro.
Like one person taps him, he's just the whole game is just like that, rubbing out.
I want a Wise jersey. I need them to finish in the top 2.
Yeah, you see the comments, mate. They want that Waz,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, we need that Wise flag. We need that Wise jersey.
Well, I'm down. I said it last week. I'm officially a honorary WA.
Well, the comments, they, well, not you so much. They said any Tigers, Dragons, and Bulldogs fan.
See, the fact that they left me out means we can still make finals.
It means you're a good team.
Or that.
They're showing you respect.
They have inducted us into the honorary Wise fans.
Well, fuck that. I want to be there.
They're like, you guys need a team.
Some of them did let you in. It was just one comment that, but because he probably thinks you're a Bulldogs fan or something, or a Dragons fan, maybe,
racist,
or a
whatever.
Tigers. But we'll accept you as a while.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah. So the Raiders came like I think it was like the last 10 minutes. The Raiders were down by 2 tries, and they went bang and then bang with the Whiten try in the corner, and they had I forgot his name. Croker. What's his first name? Jared
Jared,
Croker.
mate.
Right. Jared Croker to win it from the sideline.
And
And
he
this
shanks
guy, I have never seen Jared Croker kick a game-winning goal.
it.
Never.
But he's usually good with every other kick.
Yes,
If
but
that was a
when
normal kick he was getting,
when
Yeah,
the
100%.
pressure's on,
he missed it.
he never kicks it.
I remember that one against Tigers still.
Bro, I
Same
remember
name.
one against the Bulldogs when I was in high school. When I was in high school, bro, I think 2009 or 2010. And
Fuck, you're old.
What the hell?
yeah,
Fucking old.
What year did you finish school?
same year you did.
No, you didn't.
What?
Yeah, I did.
You're fucking both old.
What are you talking
You were in our
about?
class, guys. Anyway, so it was against the Bulldogs, and I'm watching it, and we're winning by 2. I'll never forget this. Because the conversion was like 10 metres to the left of the post. Completely shanks it.
From right in front.
10 metres to the
Literally
left.
right in
Yeah.
front.
10 metres to the left and missed it. So, and then when he was lining up this kick, I'm like, but there's no way he kicks it.
No. Oh,
This
yeah.
guy cannot do pressure.
He didn't kick it because of my prayers. I was watching that game like I was a Waz fan.
Yeah, I swear to
that
God,
was
me
the
too.
Dragons playing in front
Me
of me.
too. I was saying,
I was
God,
like, they fucking better not lose. I was starting to get angry. Like, bro, what are you doing?
God, I'm
Wake
like,
up, bro.
I was out, and I'm watching it on my phone, and I've like got it hidden because like I'm in a room full of people. I've got it hidden, and he missed. I'm like, yes, let's go.
I was
Warriors.
starting to get frustrated. Like, no,
Let's
no.
go. And then so extra time starts off. The Warriors kick off, defend, get the ball back in cracker field position, work their way up the field just as easy as you like. And who kicks the field goal?
Tron Johnson.
Who else?
SJ.
Unbelievable.
Freaking SJ.
Did you see how much time the players ran like Horsburgh with all his power ran up to him, but he looked like he had just so much time.
He did.
He just tapped it. Oh,
It's like no one was running at him. He like
Horsburgh was flying.
he sort of shifted a bit to the right and just
Imagine seeing some flying big ranger running at you. You get scared.
he just kissed it into them.
Sorry, just had to take my phone out. I thought I was getting a phone call. Continue.
Who's going to call you at
My
11
dad.
o'clock at
I
night?
thought it was my dad because he wanted me for something. Sorry.
Yeah, so Big Red didn't make that. Didn't get there in time.
Almost. He dived and
He
missed it.
he had such a good game.
He did.
He always does.
He
He tries his heart out.
He always does.
He
But he
went
plays for
so
Canberra,
hard.
so
Yeah, it's true.
fuck off.
Alright. He doesn't play for the Warriors.
No,
All right.
if you played for the Warriors, we'd love you,
brother,
Big Red.
brother, I'll dye my hair red tomorrow. All right. But yeah, so Sean Johnson, I didn't speak about it because I was checking my phone. Bro, cool, calm, collected. I don't know if you guys said this.
Yeah.
Cool, calm, collected.
No, not in those exact words, but
Just got the ball, slots it through. It was like it was nothing.
that's what I'm saying. He just kissed it through.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good analogy. I like that. Yeah, he's
No, it
just
looks good as well. When he kicks it, you see because it's a packed stadium at Mount Smart, all the fans at the back started jumping up before he celebrated.
Yeah.
So it just looks amazing.
What about all the
man.
signs from the Warriors fans?
Well, but they get amongst it.
Yeah, bro.
do
But
get
they
amongst
all most of them were like about Charles Nickel-Klokstad.
Yeah, they got
Well,
zero
he's been having a
chance.
season
They got
of
zero
his
chance
life.
of getting you back.
Yeah.
He's popping
He's been
off.
having a season of his
Been
life.
popping off. I do think they regret it now, the Raiders, because they're the ones that released him.
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
man,
They released
He
him for...
did cry like he wanted to be there, but he just
well, I think he plays with his heart.
he looks a lot happier with.
They
with
all
the
look
Warriors.
happy.
Wow.
Every single one of them looks
They're
happy.
playing with. They're just having fun.
Every single one of them looks happy, and they're a bunch of players put together by some of them that either you're from New Zealand or the ones that aren't from New Zealand.
But they took a couple of rejects.
That's what I was saying. They're the reject of other clubs.
Yeah.
You know, Ford, Egan. They had
Toya as well. Chance.
yeah, Montoya, Chance
Barnett apparently.
Yeah,
Barnett's
Barnett.
playing well, very well.
These are all rejects from other clubs. Now they're playing there and they're sitting in third now.
And they've got the bye.
Sitting in third. They've got a bye next week.
The week
Yeah,
coming,
this
sorry,
the
yeah.
next round coming up.
Last
And then
jersey,
what?
baby.
Hey, and then what a run they have!
They're very
They do.
easy.
They have
What
a
a
good
run.
I am
They have an
hoping
easy
for
run.
that last jersey, mate.
Imagine they come first.
But yeah, that second half bar did show a bit of
There was
chinks
leaks,
in the
yeah.
armor, but
That's
they got the they got the
Yeah, but that's
they
what
got the
happens. They
win.
take Harris off, and then obviously you got to take Fanul Blake off, who's
Yeah.
a leader in the middle as well.
Yeah.
They got a week
Because
to
it's
rest.
hard.
They got a week to rest and
Yeah,
regather.
That's
Yeah,
it.
hopefully they go good. All right, move on. Rabbitohs 20, Broncos 36.
Fuck that game.
Why?
Yeah.
Fuck me in Supercoach. All my Rabbitohs players got dominated,
Fuck
bro.
me as
Yeah,
well.
it's we all had Rabbitohs tipped
Yeah, he didn't. I think he said
Oh, I'm
Broncos.
not even tipping.
You said Broncos last week.
I said Broncos.
just for the tips. For
Yeah,
this thing.
I said Broncos.
You said Broncos.
Just no
We,
Latrell.
we said Rabbitohs, but as soon
Well,
as
no, Latrell was
when
named
Latrell was
earlier.
named,
I still said
Latrell got
Broncos.
pulled right before the
I'm
game.
hard can't bro. See,
You just don't like Latrell.
no, I like him.
Do you think they would have won if Latrell was there?
Yes.
Would have been a different game.
I mean,
bro.
we completely
Cody
different.
Walker is literally doing it by himself.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Elias is from the start of the season. We all like, yeah, he's playing all right the right
He's
side, the right
dropped
side.
hard.
But they didn't go near the right side.
Dropped
They couldn't.
so hard. He's dropped so
He
hard.
gets and just stares
And
at
he done
everyone.
the same thing last year.
Yeah.
He played good at the start and then he just fell
But not
off.
like the start he had this year. He was like,
But the
wow.
right side was scary.
Like his
Yeah.
bag. Yeah, it was all their right side scoring. Campbell Graham
And he
was
was kicking field goals. It was,
doing everything. And then now he's just disappeared.
Just one play, if you remember, that showed how the way he's playing now. Did you see when he ran up to the line? The one the Broncos trying. He ran to the line, stopped, looked, and did not throw anything. Just stood there, and got whacked.
yeah, I was saying that.
He's done.
When was that? That was like midway through the second half.
It was barely. No, was it?
Right at the beginning of the second half?
It was. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
No, it was. Because it tripped me out because he had runners
Yeah,
on inside and outside, and he just stopped and looked and took the
He got-
tackle.
took it.
I'm like, that's someone that looks like he's got no
He's
confidence.
lost confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
lost it.
But I understand that your team's
They're
going
not doing
all right.
bad, man.
Well, they're ninth actually, so they
Now.
drop out of the 8.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, I think now Sharks probably put him back in.
No, they dropped out of the 8. I was checking the ladder before. We
Oh,
went
did
on.
they?
Yeah.
The Sharks still in there.
But yeah, so it's they need to start winning, man. They really do.
Oh,
Well,
they've got
why'd
two
they pull
easy
the
games
drill?
now.
Why'd
Yeah.
they pull him?
Just in case, I think.
Just in case.
There's no just in case against the Broncos. They're fucking.
I think
one
they
of the
should have
top
played him. I think they should have played him because you had on the other side of the field, Reece Walsh.
And if you want to rest him, brother, rest him
Fuck.
next week. You
Bro.
rest him against the Dragons. Rest him against the weather. Don't rest
He's
him.
got
against the
Tigers
Broncos.
this week,
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, and then he's got.
and then he's got Dragons.
They could have
Rest
played him.
him.
But if you know what, straight up, if he comes back and they make a good run, they end up in the top 4. It's my decision because he gave him that extra week off. Doesn't really matter because you get to finals footy. As long as you're in the top 4, you got a better chance of winning than anyone. But if they miss out on that top 4 spot, it's gonna be a lot harder to win the comp.
Yeah.
A
Well,
lot
but
harder.
they still can.
Because even
100% they
the bottom top, like the top 8, bottom 4, they look stronger than the top. I'm not really stronger.
Yeah, but they're popping off.
Just
A
the
lot
4
of them
yeah.
are playing.
Because you got Cowboys there,
better
you've got
better
Eels
form.
there, you've got
Knights are knocking on the door now.
Knights are knocking on the
Knights are 1 win away from 5th.
Yeah.
That's
That
crazy.
is crazy.
Roosters are 2 wins away. Just letting you know. But anyway,
The for and against is.
it's fucked. It's fucked.
Yeah, Knights, but they're
No,
knocking
I
at
think
it, man.
like Cowboys will push through. So I think Eels, Rabbitohs, and Roosters have to literally win at least 4 of the next 6.
Who do you think misses the 8?
I think it'll be between Roosters and Rabbits.
No, Sharks.
What do you mean? Why
Oh,
are
yeah, the
Roosters
Sharks
in this
in there.
conversation?
We're there. We're 11th, mate.
Guys, get out. Don't put yourself in this convo.
Yeah, we're 12th.
Yeah, don't put yourself in this
Yeah,
convo.
no.
Out of the ones that are there,
Sharks,
like you got
Sharks.
Sharks,
Nah, I think
Para, Cowboys.
Sharks and Eels will fall out.
Knights.
Sharks and Eels will fall
You
out.
think Knights will make it?
Yeah.
I think after that performance, I reckon they're gonna make
Well,
it.
they're 5th, and they've got the Dogs next week.
They've got 5th if they win.
They've got Dogs.
Who?
Or the Knights
Yeah,
have the
Knights.
Dogs.
Yeah, they've got us coming.
No, they've got Dolphins.
No,
Yeah,
next week.
no,
No,
they've got
next
Dolphins,
week.
but they have the Knights have the Dogs.
I think
coming
they've
up.
got us after the bye.
Knights
our bye.
have Raiders this week.
But but they
And
play
they'll
us.
beat them.
And
They
they're
play us
both
soon.
they're both in the top 8, these two.
Yeah,
So
they play us soon as well. So another
They've got to
6 nil
show
coming.
if they.
yeah, so the winner of this team obviously has the advantage in the top 8.
Yeah, so Rabbitohs have to start winning.
Yeah.
They really do. They have to
They
start
won't
winning.
miss the top 8.
I don't think they
Sharks
will.
will miss the top 8. If anyone else will miss the top 8, it will be Para.
I think Para, yeah. Para doesn't look
Yeah, I think Para.
like a premiership heavy.
I reckon Para and Sharks will
But
miss it.
I'm starting to retract my statement about the Rabbitohs winning the grand final.
Yeah, I'm starting
I
to,
think
but
the
you gotta
grand
wait.
final's going to be Brisbane and Penrith.
Nah, there's still a long
Brisbane,
time.
Penrith.
It's still too long.
They're so
You
scary.
still gotta wait for them to everyone to come
Yeah.
back.
They're so scary, bro.
Panthers,
Both of them, Brisbane and Panthers.
bro. Panthers are
Bro,
fucked.
this year, it's whoever rocks up, honestly. Everyone's beating everyone.
Yeah, it's
like-
true, man.
like-
Usually at this point of the season,
You
we've got
know.
one team that's flying past everyone, and past 2 seasons it's been Penrith.
Parramatta Eels have a very, very hard run coming up.
Yeah,
do,
Para Eels
yeah.
have a very rough
Broncos,
end.
Panthers, Storms.
Very rough
And
end.
they were, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What
Roosters
position
as
are they
well.
on the ladder?
They're falling out. They're falling out.
9th or 8th?
8.
Yeah,
there
they're
you go.
done. They're out.
So yeah, Para have a rough home. Anyway, so back to the Rabbitohs Broncos.
Yeah, that game surprised me. I can't believe the Broncos put a number on them.
But
It
Reece
shocked me.
Walsh
Yeah, he
had
was the
an
changing, yeah.
absolute blinder.
Who was the difference in the game?
My God, what about that backflip?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Well, Stags tried to copy him, almost broke his ankle. Stumbled back. Oh, shit.
But he had a blinder,
No, he
man.
did.
Setting
Adam
up
Reynolds came
tries,
out and
scoring.
made
Well,
a
Adam,
statement.
bro, Adam Reynolds he's been their best player for the past 2 weeks.
Without Walsh.
Without Walsh, without all their big guns. Against us, he fucking had that ball on the string
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
the Dogs last week. And this week he came out, the pressure's off him because he's got all his stars back. They blew the Rabbitohs off the park.
100%, man.
Honestly, that score 36-20 doesn't do it justice.
No.
Yeah.
Does not do it justice. 'cause
They stuffed
they
up a
were
few
on
tries as well.
fire.
They
Yeah,
stuffed up
they
a few.
did. But yeah, so it was a great performance by the Broncos. Again, saying that they're looking
Strong
scary.
team. It's a
They are,
strong
they're looking
team,
scary.
man.
Very scary, man.
All right, move on. Titans 18, Roosters 36. Let's go. Round of applause.
Clap,
Because
clap.
I've written them off. I said I'm not tipping them for the rest of the year. They came and
I put a big fat red line through them. And even this week, the week that passed, I tipped the Titans.
yeah, me too.
We said it on the podcast, my heart says Roosters.
Roosters, but you just can't do it because
can't.
they've burnt us that many
Like,
times
you know what?
this year.
Fuck Trent Robinson. Do you see what happens when you play players in their position and just let the team go?
They play with so much confidence.
Swiley on the wing scores a bomb. So
Scores
obvious.
twice.
Yeah,
Like,
Two
but
tries.
just a bomb.
Yeah,
you
but
know
off a
they're gonna
kick.
kick to him.
of a kick.
Just
he absolutely monstered
He
whoever
just
the
looked
winger.
so
who
good
was,
in that first half. Wow. Scary.
Yeah, second half we went over the
Carlton
line.
Pereira,
Yeah, it was.
they couldn't do
killed
nothing
him.
to
Yeah, yeah.
Suwali.
Yeah.
It just hurts because to know that we could have done this all season, it just hurts, you know.
Joey Manu killed it.
Manu always kills it.
Sandon Smith probably has the best game for the Roosters. A lot of them actually.
There's a few things that Sandon Smith does in the game, which an experienced halfback wouldn't do.
yeah, well, 100%.
Yeah, so it changes the game for us. So he needs to be careful. like,
Even
about things.
Brendan Smith came out.
He had a
good
great game.
He
man. He had a great game.
Well, you think coming off the bench, playing in the middle.
Yeah, he's very.
Nah, he started.
Did he?
Oh, did
He started. He took Turpin off. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's very light on his feet.
He looks like he's lost
He
weight.
darts at the line.
Yeah, well, he said he lost some weight.
Yeah, his gut's gone. Like
He
he
said
looks
he's lost some
straight.
Yeah.
Looks good.
But
well, we said if he wants to play in the hooker position,
okay, he has to lose weight. Yeah. But yeah, Teddy had his best game. 100%.
That's fine.
That was his best game for the Roosters this
Yeah,
season.
fucking Lindsay Collins had a great game.
Lindsay
The
Collins
Butcher
was
brothers
Bro,
had a
our
good game.
forward pack
Yes.
popped off for some
Butcher
reason.
brothers played good.
Yes, and this is against the Titans team who you rate. I don't.
Honestly, look, if Tino's there, it's a different story.
Nah,
100% it's a different story. That middle that he provides,
Yeah, but you scored all your tries on the edges, bro.
it's a different game.
They're all on the edges.
It's like when we missed Jared. We looked dog shit.
It's
What
just your
about
go
Jared's
forward.
ball playing these days?
Oh, I wish Lindsay scored that try.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Elbow and ball forwards? Nah, man.
That would have
Fucking nuts.
been amazing.
It started with who? I can't remember. From
But guys, like you said,
someone to
elbow in ball
Tedesco,
with forwards.
back to Jared, back to Lindsay. Lindsay drops it over the line.
It was lucky. It was
Elbow
lucky.
in ball with your props.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
And then whose hand came across and knocked it out?
AJ Brimson, yeah.
AJ Brimson.
But it just
yeah.
shows what the Roosters can do when they play with confidence.
Yeah.
You know, the whole season we couldn't attack. All of a sudden we have 30 points in the first half.
It'll be good to.
Well, you got to 36-0.
Yeah, it should have.
And
We
then
could have put a.
You
hold on
could have,
more,
you could have, but he's put you again.
Yeah.
Another team who took their foot off the pedal.
Yeah.
The Titans scored 18 unanswered points, but at that point the game was done.
Yeah,
Game
Well,
was done.
now he's finding a bit of form. The biggest test of the season is coming up
this week, yeah.
against the Broncos.
It's gonna be a big game.
They're huge.
Oh well, like when we lost against Storm, I said it's over. If we can beat Broncos, I'd say we're back in.
Every time you say that, you end up getting mocked. Stop
No,
saying
I
that.
agree, but
You know what? We're shit. We should lose every few.
I agree with that. Don't you agree with that?
What?
If they can beat the Broncos, they're back in.
Then who can't they beat? Because the
They're back in.
Broncos are pumping everyone. So,
They're back in.
yeah.
They're like they're looking very good. I don't know. Is it a step too far because everyone else on top of you is winning?
Yeah. So, but he's got to put a
No,
number.
really, they were like.
He's got to put a number.
Yeah, but
job
like you
on
got
him.
Knights are winning. You got.
But even if Knights go through,
Cowboys are
it's
winning, Sharks are winning.
Raiders,
I mean,
Rabbitohs,
Parramatta.
Sharks.
But Parramatta have a very rough home
Yeah.
run home.
He's got to put a number on him.
So we've got Eels and Rabbitohs on the run home, who are both just on top of
on
us.
top, yeah.
So I have a feeling we're gonna get close and versus Rabbitohs.
They are just on top
And
of
the
him.
Rabbitohs are the ones that deny it.
And the Rabbitohs, if the Rabbitohs deny it, I
Massive.
can't say what I want to do on camera, but
They are on top of
Massive.
you, but their classes above you right now.
of course, yeah.
And Latrell Mitchell to come back in that team.
But the Broncos
different
are going to be
squad.
our proof if are we good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
But he's need to do a number job on him because you're for and against his.
No, our 4 against is done. Don't even worry about that anymore.
They got to get the points.
We just need the points.
Yeah. All right.
He's need a lot to go your way.
So, yeah, again, great performance by the Roosters. A lot of their star players stood up for the first time this season.
John
Teddy again.
Cena.
John
John
Cena,
Cena.
mate.
Do it for the camera. Do it for
He's a little.
the camera. Look at
Right, do you know when he did that? I jumped up. I was like, no way he just did
It's
that.
I
just
had to send
hectic.
the message. I had to.
Bro,
Because you've been calling him it for 3 weeks.
such a long time. And I even said to you, don't call him Lindsay. His name's John Cena. He watches it. I'm
He's
telling
a
you,
big
he
fan.
watches
He's
it.
a big
bro.
fan.
This
Leave a
is
comment,
right.
Lindsay. Leave a comment. Tell us how you're going. All right.
He's gonna go make a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
YouTube
some bloke,
account.
some
mate,
bloke's
Lindsay
going to do
Collins.
it.
Yeah, just like
All
that
right.
guy named Joel Thompson, whoever that is.
Joel Thompson.
Joey Thompson.
Joel
Joey Thompson.
sorry.
That guy's got something against me, bro.
He does. He does.
Something against
He's
me.
got hate
Anyway.
against you.
Move on. Big upset. Big upset.
Very big
Upset of the
upset.
week. Possibly the upset of the season so
be.
far.
Could be up there.
Right? Knights 26, Storm 18.
And the Knights, Melbourne was leading the first half.
Yeah, they were leading the first half.
But they're winning 12-0 at one stage.
At one stage, yeah, they scored the first 2 tries and easily and quickly they took that lead.
And just remember, Knights missed a couple of goals.
Yeah,
So it would have been like,
it would have been 30. 30 to 18.
Ponga started off a bit quiet. That's why they were losing. And then he just...
Second half, the Knights came out and said, you know what, how bad
Fuck
did you
this,
want
yeah.
it? They
But
literally
I think,
said, how
I
bad
think it was
did
the
you
first
want
half. They went up 18-12 at halftime, didn't they?
it? Who's this?
Knights. Or they went up 14-12 at halftime.
Well, did it end 14-12?
At
Yeah,
halftime,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
they came back.
Oh, yeah, that's right, they did. That's right, they did. But it was literally like, how bad do you want it? Like, they were 12-0 down.
Do you know how you support that comment? How bad they want it. When they put it, if you remember the tries, you remember them all.
Yeah.
When they put the grubber, and who gets there to put the ball down? A forward.
Who scored it?
What's that forward's name?
So Saifidi?
No.
Thompson?
Is it Thompson? I think it's Thompson.
The guy, the Islander with the red?
The Island of the Ray,
Yeah,
that's him.
Thompson.
He gets there and puts the ball down just before the try line. Like you said, how bad do you want it? Knights want this. Ponga wants
They're
this.
playing for it.
You beat Melbourne Storm, you're up there now.
That's their big feat.
You're
And
right.
the Storm didn't have a lot of outs, man.
No, but the sin bin happened, and then that's when they leaked everything.
Yeah, but that's
But
a
that's
part
I have
of
to.
footy
It's a
now.
part of the game.
It's literally a part of
the
footy
game.
now.
It was what was the sin bin again? I forgot.
I can't
We
remember.
didn't see it. We were at the restaurant and we're like, bro, who the hell's Simbin?
It was, I forgot who it was. Welsh? So it was Tarek Sims who got sin-binned
Sorry, Sims, yeah.
after check-in. Tarek Sims was the one that got sin-binned. And yeah, that is when they
The points started
looked a
coming
few
in, yeah.
points. Greg Marzu scored,
Fuck.
who's
Best-
been
best
on fire.
You remember they dropped him like 2 weeks ago?
No, that was
Yeah, but that's-
Dominic Young.
No, they dropped Goig Mazu for missing the bus.
Oh, for the form wise, it was Dominic
Yeah,
Young.
yeah. But
No, they dropped Dominic Young. Scores 4 tries because Harmo Hunt gets injured.
Yeah.
When Kasey comes back. And scores a try every single game from there on in.
yeah,
He scored
he scored
against-
today. Yeah, he scored against Melbourne. Bro, they performed so well. They played so well. When I watched the 66-0 against the Dogs, I was like, "There's something here. Like this just doesn't happen."
Yeah.
And then
Not even the Penrith can do that to him.
Do you know
No,
they
it
were,
was-
fuck, when they versed the Dogs, they were one position on top of you.
I don't know. It was one
Yeah, they're in
sport.
top 8. That's how
Now,
close it
they're
is, but
They're one win out from 5th now. Of course, games have to go their way, but they're
who's 5th? Raiders? Pretty sure it wasn't. It
Yeah,
was
but
Raiders.
guys. They're sitting 9th right now, 10th.
Who?
Knights. But because they've got that draw,
They've got a good draw.
no, they've got that draw in there.
I like they've got a good draw.
Yeah, so it literally pops them like that 1 point ahead of everyone. So it's they're looking really, really good. They really are. Ponga's playing incredible footy.
They all are, bro.
Their halves are just doing their job.
Who's playing in the house from Crossland? Crossland? No, he's a hooker.
Yeah.
Hastings.
Hastings and
Gamble again.
Gamble.
Gamble.
But you see, like I know
Was
we keep. Oh, yeah.
Andy, sorry, was
He's on the bench.
Kerman.
he's been playing off
Plays
the
off the
bench.
bench.
Eh?
I don't know if he played against the Knights, Stormbar, but he's been
He's
playing.
been a
off-
journeyman.
I
and he's-
honestly don't remember
He's
him
doing
there.
all right.
I think Crossland's been playing 80 minutes now, hasn't he?
I don't know if he's playing 80 minutes, but I know he's been playing. He's been killing it.
Yeah,
He looked like fucking the best hooker in the world against us.
Drop
Cameron
Cameron Smith.
Smith, eh?
There it is.
Well, Cameron Smith wasn't a runner. That's why I can't say Cameron Smith.
Well, didn't you say one point in life you said Damien Cook was better than Cameron Smith? Didn't you?
No, I said Damien Cook is having a better season.
Please, don't get into it. Why you got to bring it up for?
I said Cameron Smith is Damien Cook's a better hooker than.
Yeah.
You're
You
a
were there,
liar.
Ben.
You're a
Billy?
liar. You're both liars.
I reckon you bring out your funny coil chromes right now.
Go continue. Lies.
Do you want to make a phone call?
No, we're filming. It's just lies. There's no point.
I honestly reckon Solomona will no longer be in the second row from next week.
Yeah, he got dusted.
I told you he's too big for a
He
second
got
row.
dusted.
He
Look,
can't slide. He cannot do it.
It
Yeah,
was good while it lasted.
Yeah, but when
No,
he
in attack
when-
it's very good.
When Ponga looked him in the eyes
And bounced him
and
every single
bounced his
time.
dad.
But Ponga's bouncing people. Left,
Yeah,
right.
but he
but-
can't. Like he got exposed. Now every
Yeah.
team's just got to copy that. He got
Yeah,
exposed
but
hard.
Not everyone has the footwork Ponga has.
Yeah, but
But it's a
you didn't
fullback.
even need
Every
that.
fullback has leg work.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Who?
Slow.
Even he can
Well,
run
he's
around
fast.
Solomona.
He's
You know what I
fast.
mean?
This guy's lost his leg work, bro.
He slips.
His leg work popped up again. I don't know.
He didn't have to. When he made the break, he didn't have to step. He just got a perfect pass and hit the gap hard.
He's always
I
skating.
feel like
alright.
as soon as he steps to this guy, he slips.
He's always
Nah, it's
skating.
worse. Dude, he runs like the awkward guy from Oztag where he gets
100%.
low and
100%. He runs like
just stand up,
90
guys.
degrees to the floor.
What do we call that guy? The Oztag guy. Awkward guy?
Awkward guy.
No, wasn't there a better name?
Or something, bro.
There was a cracking name we had for him.
Ooh, slippery cunt, I don't know.
Nah, whenever he ran, we called it.
Yeah, awkward guy. It's awkward guy. It's awkward guy.
He was good, but
You couldn't tag him.
Because his shoulders are on the floor when he
I
ran.
swear to God, his one leg's up here, shoulders down there. His dick's in my face. Anyway. So yeah, the Knights.
How did he get there?
The Knights are playing
No, they're playing real
very,
well.
very well. Pong is killing it. They're all doing their job. And straight out, hey, just like a Cinderella story, I'd love to see him make the 8, honestly.
the Waz, baby. Up
Yeah,
the
hey, the
Waz.
way. Hey, Warriors to win the comp. Knights just to make it heck. You know what I mean?
Knights Waz grand final.
Yeah, fucking oath.
It'll be tough for the Knights because the Warriors, they have a couple of players who can open up a game. I think Knights rely
And Warriors
on
are
Ponga.
going to finish top 4, hopefully. So.
Hopefully, yeah. But Ponga, if he has a shit game,
Yeah,
Knights
they're
are
done. They're finished. There's nothing there.
Serious.
I'm just waiting for Ponga's next HIA. Straight out I am. Because eventually it's going to happen. He's literally due for one.
I don't want to say it.
I don't want to see it. Who
I
wants
think
to
I
see
think
it? The
one
guy's an
more. That's him.
entertainer, bro.
He's done, bro.
The guy's one of the best entertainers in rugby league. No one wants to see him get injured, but it's literally a matter of time.
Hey, imagine.
By record, yeah.
Yeah, it's a matter of time. Like he should have had one 2 weeks ago. What's going on? What's changed? What the hell's changed? Why isn't he getting
He's
HIAs
got a
anymore?
thicker head gi.
You reckon?
Maybe
He's got a
like
chin strap.
He's so-
Titanium head gi.
But he was sort of like Teddy. You know how Teddy, when he runs to a line, he passes, it drops a bit.
Yeah.
Ponga does the same
Well,
thing.
it's natural. It's
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
when you pass.
And that's why he gets
lower.
hit. He gets hit by a lot by that.
And he's not a tall guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Knights. Hopefully, I hope Ponga stays fit and they go.
Where does Storm go
And I
from
want
here?
them to make the 8, but Storm.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
They've got to just.
Pappenhausen, 2 more weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even when he comes in, bro, he's got a fucking.
He's going to be scared to run.
He'll.
That injury was fucking
That was
horrendous.
bad. I sent a picture of it not long ago.
Shattered
Popped up
kneecap,
on my
isn't it?
Instagram. That is fucked.
Yeah, bro. That's one of the worst injuries I've seen.
But the
Because
fact
how
that
do
he's
you
even
snap
running
your
again.
Kneecap like that. I was gonna say patella just to show how smart I am, but your kneecap.
Go fuck
This
yourself.
guy's a flop. I was
Honestly.
gonna say patella.
But I did it. But then I had to bring it up. Just
Just to say how smart I am.
I know what a patella is. Yeah. All right. Yes. No, bro, it broke straight through.
It was
That's not
crazy. I've never
normal.
seen that.
That's not normal.
How hard would that be to do?
Fuck me
Because
dead.
your kneecap moves left and right.
What
It
did he
had to be
connect?
a
Did he connect the
clean-
shoulder? Someone's
Nah,
shoulder?
Wyden's knee, bro.
I was knee on knee.
It had
Fuck.
to be a
bro.
clean knee on knee action for that to break.
Cousin,
would
if you
kill.
just think about it, it just hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been out for more than a year now, bro. The poor guy. So hopefully 2 weeks. But even when he comes in, I feel like they have to blood him in. But
They need him in the semis. That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
Even if
they're
they start him slow off the bench, take your time.
if they're gonna do something, they
need
need
him.
him
They're only
there.
home at 14.
They need him there because Munster is having troubles just doing it himself.
Yeah.
Who
Because
is-
Jerome Hughes, I've
Jerome
always
Hughes
said,
is fucking.
if you take him out of Melbourne and put him in a
Yeah,
bottom team,
rubbish.
you won't see him.
Rubbish.
No, no,
Warriors,
no,
Warriors,
any other
Bro, all these guys that run a step, that's it.
Warriors dodged a bullet, bro. Dodged a bullet, not getting
were
him.
going
They were
hard.
offering him big money, bro. 7 figures
Yeah, they were going
a
hard
season.
For him. They were going hard for him.
Thank God the Warriors didn't get him. All right, because I'm telling you, if they did, the Wires will not be where they are right now.
100%.
All right, so yeah. I hope the Knights go good, like I just said. Cowboys 24, Parramatta 16.
Another entertaining game.
It was very entertaining. Two teams with decent form coming into this game. Cowboys, I said last week,
Oh,
6 in a
Cowboys are in
row.
hot form. Para.
Yeah, they're going all right. But Cowboys, last week I said it was 6 in a row. This week made it 6 in a row, this win.
Okay.
They are playing unbelievable football. This equals Todd Payton's, which he got it last year, longest win streak under him.
Yeah.
Which last year they looked like one of the best teams in the comp. This season they started off slow, but they've picked up hard. And I gotta give due where it's credit where it's due. Khayo told me when me and him were saying they're not making the 8, he's like, watch. He's like, they're gonna make the 8.
I told you the same thing.
No, but he said
Have they entered yet?
yeah, they have.
Oh,
They're 7.
shit.
But he's like, watch.
That's not over.
He's like, watch. He goes, I think they can win the comp.
Nah, that's
I swear to God,
Nah,
that's
he's
what he
pushing,
said.
that's pushing it.
That's what he said, but they're looking good, bro.
They're looking good, but
They're
they're not
looking
looking
good.
comp good.
They're 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And it's not against
Yeah,
shit
but see, that's
teams.
similar to Ponga. I feel like if Drinkwater plays shit,
He has
Yeah,
fucking
but
even
like,
last
He is
yeah,
not
no, but
normal.
okay, against Drinkwater's been career top best form.
even last
concerned.
night.
By
wow.
far career best form.
He killed
well,
it.
look, he went through untouched
Yeah.
against the Eels middles.
He's career best form.
100%.
But the Cowboys do have game changers all over the park.
Yeah,
Literally all over the
Valentine
park.
Holmes.
Val Holmes. You got the forwards. You got Tamalolo. You got Ruben Cotter.
Nanai's been playing all right.
Nanai's picked up an injury. I don't know what it is,
Yeah, but you got
Yeah,
Leilua
jumped
there
off.
too.
but he picked up an injury.
Yeah, but
Leilua,
see,
game changer.
But that team was playing.
Tom Dearden.
But
can
that
pull
team was
something out of his
together
dick.
when Drinkwater was in shit form. That's when Cowboys was shit.
Well, 100%.
Drinkwater picks up the whole team's all eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
how
back
much
up
is
there.
worth on Supercoach?
They all picked up.
Yeah, he's over $1 million.
He's
And he's about to go up again now.
He's gonna hit $1 million soon.
He's
No,
on
he's
the-
not.
He's on $1
Oh.
million now.
Yeah.
He's
that's
going to hit
cracked.
$1 million 100.
That's correct. There's only been a few players to do that,
Yeah.
and it's like the elite. Tom Turbo, Nathan
There
Cleary.
he
Hines
is.
almost
That
did it.
highlights you his form.
Yeah,
That shows
no,
you how
he's-
good he's fucking.
I'm telling you,
He's
it's,
very-
he's,
he's not
he's
very
holding he's not lifting the Cowboys on his shoulders, obviously. But without his form, they're going nowhere.
His
Yeah.
defense has been amazing too.
It's
He,
his attack
he
too.
always finds a way to
Do you
get
know
out of that
do you know
try line.
all the tries he had in involvement? All cut out passes. He's
He's so
He's
good
been
at-
playing very
He's
well.
off
He
his
has
head,
been playing
bro.
very
He's
well.
off
Now
his
let's talk about the Simbin to Valentine Holmes.
Yeah, I reckon complete bullshit.
rubbish.
Give it a penalty because there was a bit of
There was nothing.
The
there
ref
was a
didn't
bit of head
even call
con- after the whiplash. There
The
was
ref
head
was
contact.
happy to blow the knock on.
it. After the whiplash.
Yeah.
So after this, and he's come
Yeah,
back.
so if you want to be like, oh my god, it touched his head, just blow a penalty. Don't sin bin the guy.
The ref was happy to blow the knock on.
Yeah, and who gets involved again?
Yeah, the bunker.
the bunker. But
Dad-
I didn't
Dad
know,
upstairs.
I didn't know they can challenge for a head high. I didn't know they can go check for a head high.
Oh, they challenged that as well.
They challenged it. So what happened was Valentine Holmes puts on a fucking beautiful hit.
Pumps him, he drops
Yeah.
the ball.
Beautiful hit. I just watched it before we went on air. Beautiful hit on Moses.
Masterclassy.
Ball goes flying out, right? And who's it caught by? Because one of the Parramatta players was in front of Moses. So the ref gives a penalty to the Cowboys way.
And they challenge
And then
it.
they challenge it. Now I'm like, what are they challenging? What are they challenging? I didn't think they could challenge and say, oh, he hit me in the head.
They probably changed the offside just to get
Maybe.
everything
And then he's
reviewed.
seen it. But then the video ref goes, forceful contact to the head.
Shoulder to the head.
Yes. and
forceful.
yes,
which is a send off.
and a sin bin. That's literally what he said. That's what you can hear his voice on TV. Forceful contact to the head and a sin bin. He made the decision for the ref.
Yeah.
It's bad. No, it's wrong.
It's getting out of hand. And
But he didn't even.
You
I
can
don't
clearly
even think
see
it was
he hits
high.
him
It was
here,
such a good shot.
and the whiplash drops his head on to his shoulder.
It was
Like,
such a
yeah.
good shot.
He killed
it
Moses.
was
bro.
beautiful. I loved it.
It was such a
I
good
was like,
shot.
what a fucking hit.
And it couldn't be on a better person on the
I
field.
was walking past the TV to go take a piss. This hit happens. I was like, wow.
I'll
I
sit back down.
come back and Khaloudi's blowing up on the group. So I was like, what the fuck happened? They full fucking overturned penalty, this, that. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Valentine Holmes in the sim bin.
That was a bad call, but it didn't have a real big effect on the game.
But that's the thing. Like, you got to understand, these calls are going to happen in the finals. These sort of calls.
They can't.
The bunk are getting involved.
No, bro. Oh, fuck. They got to draw a line somewhere.
So,
They've got to draw a line somewhere. Like, you can't get players saying,
oh, he touched my
listen,
head.
you know what? You got to ask the player, what are you challenging? Ask the player, what are you challenging?
They do, but then they end up reviewing everything.
What are you challenging? Knock on. Check only for a fucking knock on.
But
Don't
they
check
don't.
the whole fucking play.
Yeah, but they
don't do what they done with fucking video
but-
refs.
but-
Remember video refs back in the day? At least they cleaned that up now. Video refs used to check the whole fucking play from start to finish and look for something.
Yeah.
They used to. The NRL, the problem is they look for reasons not to award a try, not the opposite.
Yeah, it should be reasons to award.
Even back in the day, benefit of the doubt.
Fuck that. I missed that, bro.
That was pretty good.
Benefit of the doubt.
But we
who
can't.
cares?
Nah, just let it go. All good.
Okay, if it calls 50-50 or fucking 49-51, benefit of the doubt, we'll give it to the attacking
I
team.
remember, yeah.
Now that's
But-
completely gone.
But let me ask you something. When the Dogs challenge something, and they find something else in the play, and the thing that they're challenging doesn't go their way, don't you get happy?
I do, bro.
Bro, I
but-
helped him against the Roosters. You remember that thing?
Which one?
The replay happened, then
Oh,
they
yeah,
challenged
yeah.
and it worked for
No,
them.
against Titans.
Wasn't it us two?
Titans, we
Oh,
won that
Roosters.
game. Yeah.
Oh, it was Titans? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, so
It's good when it works for your team, but for
Yeah,
the
no,
sport,
listen,
it's
listen,
not
listen.
No, come finals time.
Listen, if it's, I'm telling you, if it's a fucking swinging arm that my dad's seen, fucking oath.
good. Yeah.
But not that. That was barely anything.
If the ref, bro, look where the ref is. He's
right
there.
Right in front of it. Right in front of it.
So if he's like, oh, that's a good hit in front of me, and it's live,
Because
there's no slow motion.
the hit happens and he's straight away, dude, penalty Cowboys. Straight away. He's like, you're offside.
Yeah.
Because Moses, he's been hit. If it's forceful hard, he smacked him in the jaw. Moses literally, when he drops, he's up and looking straight away. Where'd the ball go?
Brother, yeah, but even Moses is sook as well. He'll walk around like this for 3 days now,
Yeah.
just to prove a point.
Yeah, but that's what
you gotta
that's
milk
what the
that.
league's doing
Nah,
now.
Moses is one of the worst.
But that's what the
Oh.
league's doing.
I know.
As if you don't want your place to do it.
Do you know, I actually don't remember
But
Roosters
that's
players
what
doing
pisses
that.
me off.
That's what burns me. My players don't do it.
Our players
It
don't
fucking
do it.
pisses
But
me
every
off.
other team players does it.
You see players run up to players when they're down. Fucking stay down.
Because
The Bulldogs don't do it.
in the Roosters game, Swiley gets hit in the head. They all go, sir. Swiley gets up, plays the ball. Brothers, die on the floor, please.
My team doesn't do it. The Dragons don't do it. Today, I've seen it like 4 times in the Penrith game. Stephen Crichton done it. Twice, I think. And
Yeah, that slow play the ball you get.
no, he didn't even get up. He clutched at his knee, and then he tried to get up, and then he sat back down, and he
Oh,
clutched at his
And then
knee.
his
again.
arm. Yeah, he's right.
Oh yeah, that was a Tavita Pengai hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad, but
Yeah, but the ref didn't see it.
Yeah, the ref
he
didn't see it,
milked
but-
its dad.
that's how you got to play the game, but that's what if the law says that this is allowed, want to fucking expose it, use it, take
Hey,
advantage
forceful
of it.
to the head. Moses doesn't come off for HIA or anything.
Yeah, nothing. And what was the what's his grading? What's his grading? Judiciary.
Oh yeah, fine.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine is literally a way of
And that's
saying.
only to save face.
Yeah, 100%. We don't want to look like we don't know what we're doing.
That was
So
like, what was a bad call recently as well? And he copped a fine.
Tane Mill?
because there's heaps.
Was that it?
Tane
There's
Mill.
a big
I
one
can't
recently.
remember. Yeah, we were talking about.
He
it on
almost
the
got sent
podcast.
off.
We were talking about it on a podcast. I can't remember.
Yeah, I forgot.
I can't. We were fucking spewing. But yeah, it was a fine straight after the game.
Oh,
they
it was
came out with
Patrick
fine.
Carrigan hip drop.
Oh,
One
yeah,
way he
the hip
slid.
drop. Oh my god.
That was
Oh
horrendous.
my
And they had to
God.
fine him.
He sat next to him, that hip drop. He literally grabbed him and sat next to him.
Yeah.
Didn't drop his legs on his legs.
Mam and Payne Haas get 2-3 weeks each.
Yeah,
Patrick Carrigan gets nothing.
yeah, you gotta find. Safe face. All right, so yeah.
Fuck now you're taking my money for nothing.
So yeah, the Cowboys. So the sin bin did not have a big effect on the game, but yeah, Cowboys get the win 24-16. Move on. Panthers 44, Bulldogs 18.
Take it away,
Talk
mate.
to me, son.
I didn't watch it, so
You watched it. Talk.
to watch it, I had to watch it. I don't know, bro.
Not as bad as you thought it was.
I thought after watching the first half,
C470.
honestly, I was messaging the group saying
100.
100, and I was like legit fucking being serious.
And what did I tell you?
I can't fucking remember.
I told you no, bro. The second half they're gonna slow down heaps.
I don't remember you saying that.
I did the calculation
What?
based on the first 20 minutes.
When she put,
Oh yeah, when you said
they were scoring every 5 minutes.
yeah,
It
they
was-
were beating the clock. At
Yeah.
one point, they were beating the clock, which is
If
fucking
they kept
impressive.
scoring every 5 minutes, it would have ended 96-0.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Do you know, I think Penrith are allergic to Taruva.
yeah they had to.
He does not run the ball.
That's
They
right.
didn't give him the ball.
That's
Oh,
right.
sorry, yeah, that's sorry.
They
It's
don't
not that
give
he
him
ran-
the
They don't
ball.
give it to him.
That's right. Don't give it to him. Keep pushing him away until the Dragons sign him. I'll take him.
Because he comes around to run the ball. They skip him. They face ball him.
He's a fullback. And he's doing
They started doing that with Skilton because of his horrendous performance in the first half.
First half, bro. He couldn't.
Fuck me. Couldn't
He
catch a
the
ball to
drop
save
ball, the drop ball, and then the play the ball where he gets up without the ball.
it. Then the double movement.
The double movement. Oh my god.
That movement's a hard one because he's sliding.
He's
with
No,
his-
no, it
excited.
wasn't sliding.
He's excited.
It wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was a full double movement.
Yeah.
Full double
Like
movement.
you got the ball. You play the ball and give your
Second half, but he pulled up.
He scored what 2 tries?
He scored a try. Two?
Scored two, I'm
No, he
pretty
scored
sure.
one.
Scored one and one was disallowed.
He scored one. One was the double movement, but he had a few good runs. He's shown that fucking that potential that everyone talks about. Honestly,
Not
he's
that first half.
not the first half. The first half was like, fuck, we got another Alamori here.
Oh yeah,
He scored a try.
Yeah, he scored a try, but fuck,
that was pretty strong.
You give a monkey a typewriter, eventually types a word.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
He-
He's
he
fucking
reminds me-
useless. I can't stand him.
When I see his face, he reminds me.
Wallah,
of,
can't stand
He
him.
reminds me of a pug.
He does. He
he's-
looks like a bulldog.
He does.
He fucking
Deserves to
burns
play
me,
for
bro. Because that can't give me so much hope.
Next Sunny Bill, apparently.
Wahayat Allah, round one, when we played Manly. Manly? I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, it was
Or
Manly.
Storm, I think.
No, it
Isn't
was
it?
Manly.
I think it was Manly.
No, he was Cowboys round one, didn't you?
No, that was
Manly,
last year.
Manly.
Where we
And he's
won.
beat him, yeah.
Manly,
That was
Manly.
last year. I seen Alamori's name and people are talking about him. The next Sonny Bill. He's the next Sonny Bill. He's the best thing out of Canterbury since Sonny Bill.
Well, how did he find his way back into the starting side?
I don't fucking know. cuz.
Injuries.
No, what injuries, cuz?
Because has Perrin played?
I don't know, bro. What
Do you know why?
the-
Because he put Avrila at 7.
He put Avrilo 7. He moved.
I
Carl
think
Flanagan
Shane
to
Robinson
9.
started coaching them, bro.
Took fuck. Yeah, cuz, what is that?
They love
I
experimenting,
don't-
bro.
Where's Preston?
Yeah, that's what I was
Where
asking.
did Preston go?
You what's his job?
Where'd he go?
Apparently, he had an illness. That's what they said.
The elbow dropped him.
Bullshit.
The elbow dropped him.
That cunt will not. Preston will play with one leg. That cunt. That's how much heart he's got. He'll play with one leg. So Aldo probably looked at him and went, "Oh, your performances haven't been that good, so we're gonna have to drop you."
You've only scoring one try.
He's
You're
our
the
best
only one
player.
You're the only one trying on this squad, and I can't have it.
I can't have it, and I really need Hayes back in the team. Get fucked, bro. Wallahi. What do you do? But like, honestly, what do you do? Do I? I'm gonna give it another
Guys,
season.
why is Marnie on the bench?
I don't know.
This is what Sorrell done.
I don't know.
He looked
Why
at
do you
Preston.
why do you name Raymond Fatalamarana your captain, just to 3 months later tell him, "See you later, bud.
He can go look for another club.
Go look for another club."
He sat Preston down today, and he said, "I am trying to destroy this club, and you are trying to pick it up on your shoulders.
that's a lot.
Get the fuck out! You're not playing another game until you learn how to be a shit cunt."
What about what I seen in the papers? You know, they're trying to usher Luai out.
Yeah, I
It's not in the
saw
papers like I read the newspaper. I read it online.
We're sitting in a cafe
Oh, fuck off.
with the Daily Telegraph.
Yeah, fuck. I paid my too. It's got that massive wooden thing. Have you seen it?
What the fuck are you talking
Sorry,
about?
that's too old. That's in the
What
library.
wooden thing?
That's in the library. They put a massive wooden thing so you don't steal the newspaper.
Why are you trying to steal all the newspaper for?
Yeah, so you don't steal. I'm saying I'm sitting there with it on. I see Luai looking at me. Maybe he wants to, get back with
Hey,
get the crew back together. Him and Seraldo. Get fucked, bro. You and him, cuz.
He's
Get
around
the Dragons or something.
You should just dipping your hand into the Penrith.
Yeah, but we're not taking the good ones, cuz. It's like we keep missing the good ones.
the ones that are straggling along on the bottom.
Fuck me, dead. We're gonna pull out next. Nathan Cleary.
You fucking
Oh,
wish.
wallah, I ruined it. That was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
sorry,
fun. It was
boys.
funny moments, and you.
Yeah, it was so.
sorry, but yeah. So no, apparently Luai. I don't see that.
apparently
happening.
he left his manager so he can go to. I don't know what the
I
fuck.
do
Yeah,
not
you
see
said
that
he left his manager, so he ties him with the Bulldogs now.
I don't know what that means.
I don't fucking know, but yeah. He's asked Raymond Fatalamarada to leave.
Yeah.
Um, Sutton, which that again, like they full made a big deal to sign Sutton. He went to fucking Canberra. Canberra. That's who he was
was
playing for.
Canberra,
Yeah.
yeah.
Went to Canberra, sat down with him, had a coffee.
He went to Canberra. The player didn't come to him.
No, he went there like, "Oh, we're gonna sign this guy's gonna be good." Bro, Sutton is fucking Useless.
Serraldo, I'll tell you why he went to Canberra. Because pot is legal there.
You reckon?
He went to get high because this guy
There is
surely
no
is
way
fried.
he's on pot. There is no way.
No, he's fried.
He's on fucking something much
Nah,
stronger.
if he was on pot, he'll make better decisions than he does.
100%.
Surely.
Yeah, but
This cunt's on mushrooms, bro.
something's
He's
cooked
seeing
his man.
shit. Wallah, he's seeing shit.
Today he came out
He's
and
a
said
mad-
Cole Flanagan played well.
He did play well.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He made more than 3
What
tackles.
do
That's
you
well.
mean?
He done nothing wrong.
Why the fuck do you play?
How many penalties did he give? What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, we get bro penalty. That's
Dumb
when
my
he
head in.
started, bro. You know how much-
You're doing well, and then Cole Flanagan just grabbed the guy's dick.
Guys, but
Let
how
him
much
go.
penalties do you
Grabs
give
his
away?
dick, did he?
Yeah, but he won't let him
How
go.
many penalties do you give away?
But Kyle.
Anyway, but let's. I'm
Why
gonna look at some
is
positive.
this
Okay,
man
we've got
in your
negative.
starting side?
Kyle.
Yes, if you don't see him in your future plan, it's the back end of the season, and
Stop calling him fucking Kyle.
it's the back end of the season. You're not making the finals. Why is Kyle there?
Yeah, because we're blooding him in.
I want a reaction, bro. It took him forever.
We're getting him warmed up for the Dragons, Cole.
Oh, fuck off. We're not taking
Sure, Kyle.
Fuck off, Kyle.
Anyway,
Hey, we've got to edit
so
that clip into there. Fuck off, Kyle.
Can you? Well, Steve's got it. Anyway, so of course he does.
100%.
All right, so Kyle's a rooster for those who know.
It's a pet rooster.
It is.
Yeah, it's a pet
But
rooster.
he keeps attacking his owner. So the
Yeah.
owner tells him, fuck off, Kyle.
That's what the Dragons are going to be saying to Kyle.
I hope so.
All right, so but again, some positives. Second half, we performed a lot better. If we won the last 45 minutes, 18-16. So positive to take out of it. I'm clutching at straws here.
That's the positive.
But yeah, well, we won the last 45 minutes.
Well, Spencer Lindu's gone.
So if the game, like if we didn't have that shit start, we win.
Just soft tries, bro. Like,
Rubbish,
Edwards
bro,
went straight through. What are you doing?
Rubbish, bro. Just
Hey,
rubbish. We got no
Wilson's
middle.
looking all right.
Wilson's a good player. I don't
He has
mind
potential,
him.
he has
He's a hard worker. Our backs are hard workers, straight out there. But it's just like we've got no polish. We've got no
Yeah.
control. Our middle.
You know who's lost his pass? Carez. Doesn't want to pass.
We never pass.
He's not a setter.
Kaz. He
Carez
was
is never-
two on one. Fucking give it
Perez
to
never passes. Yeah, he wasn't a centre. He was playing on the wings. Saying that, he played fullback for Lebanon and was setting them up left, right, and centre.
I think for Lebanon, just like, all right, it's
different coaching style.
Yeah.
That is true. He plays under Filler.
Oh shit!
No, it was Filler, not anymore. It's Cheekham?
Cheek him.
Yeah.
Michael
Shaker,
Cheekham.
Shaker.
Shaker, that's it.
Michael Cheekham's coaching.
No. There's a coach.
His name is Michael too. Michael Shaker.
Yeah, he used to coach
Related
rugby. union. So
to
he's
Al
good.
Shaker.
Not Shaker.
Shaker.
Oh, Shaker.
Like a Shaker.
All right. So yeah, so I don't know. Positives. It wasn't. We didn't concede 50. It wasn't 66-0.
That's very good.
We scored 3
Even Roosters
tries.
conceded. Oh, no, I don't think we did. Actually.
Yeah, we scored 3 tries. That's it really. Like,
Hey, what about that try by Averillo?
He's such a
yeah. Oh
speedster.
my god.
He's such a
bro, that
loss,
Fucking
man.
burns me.
There's
man.
another guy that Serraldo said that he's like, look, mate, you have way too much potential to play this
You need to
club.
go.
You
Nah.
need to go.
We don't want this. We don't want these.
We are
tries.
not looking for
Alamori
superstar.
4 year deal. Here you go, mate.
Alamori, you have been horrendous. Sign your name on this dotted line.
I don't know what's going on at that club. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck's happening. I don't know how this guy had so much potential. Like apparently he was the next big thing coming up.
Andrew
Next
Webster.
coach?
Andrew Webster is the way to go.
Well, no one fucking even knew about him. Even Fitzgibbon now, he's looking like a fraud.
I think years,
Before Serraldo was
Yeah.
Fitzgibbon, the next big thing. Fuck me there.
2 years in a row, Sharks just.
I don't know
there
what's
to
going.
make up numbers.
I don't know what's going on with the Dogs, but I'm here for it. I love it.
You got to ride the wave, because eventually we'll flip.
Fuck off,
I don't know
dickhead.
when, but
By the time
Well, it
you
has
guys,
to, it's
by the
too
time
big.
you guys flip, every other team has moved forward.
yeah, it's true.
So by the time, who's your next biggest thing? Then by the time Blake Wilson becomes winger of the year, we're dead.
If he's going to become winger of the year, it won't be with us.
Yeah, I think
Because we would have sold him and then signed Alamori on a lifelong contract.
you're the one that's gonna fold this club.
To
That's,
play wing and
can-
centre. Fuck.
but I'm telling you, with Averillo,
Ockenball starts
that
anyway.
Dolphins backline's looking crack of Averillo
Yeah,
there.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Well,
Avrilla, Herbie Farnworth.
And so
What a
they got
centre
them two
And then you got fucking
Sarko,
and
Hammer.
Tessinu.
and Tessinu.
Hammer fullback.
wow.
I will go
Unbelievable.
Averillo fullback straight up.
Huh?
Yeah, and
Hammer's at
the
centre,
centres,
bro.
Yeah, Hammer centre,
Who's
Avrilo
you gonna
fullback.
take?
Avrilo fullback.
You play Avrilo fullback? You know what? Well, it's someone with brains. Straight out. Wayne Bennett can understand that.
Because
Even
Wayne,
the
I tell you,
coming
Wayne
in.
Bennett's making a good team. He's
I don't
smart.
know, bro. Fuck, but yeah, it's fucking rough, bro, being a Doggies fan right now. So
But welcome back, Nathan Cleary.
Yeah,
yeah, he
He
had a good
assisted
game.
like 3 tries or
Done,
something.
done everything he needed to do, man. Done everything he needed to do.
It was
All
a
right,
training run for him.
move on. Sharks 26, Seagulls 30.
this game was a half of halves.
It really was.
Like,
Well, it was a game of
What was it?
70 minutes and 10
First,
minutes.
first 70 to the Manly. And then
It was literally 70 minutes and 10 minutes.
It was literally the first half, first 60 minutes. Daily Cherry Evans was like, I'm here.
Oh, bro, Daddy Cherries have a
I
had
am
a
fucking
lined up.
here.
Had the ball on a string, done whatever you wanted.
If you chose Nico Hines in Origin, I would have fucking done this to him. That's what he came out and said.
Well, that's different. Because Nico Hines played fucking well.
Not the first, no way, not
Not the first half, and no one performed.
He
in
was
the
the only
first
one
half.
trying
But
today,
he
bro.
tries more. That's what we always say. Nico Hines, I feel fucking
He's
sorry
everywhere.
For that
He's
cunt.
I'll never
everywhere,
take it.
bro.
I won't take it off him.
Let me
Never.
talk
I'll
to
never
Nico,
take it
bro.
off him.
Let me-
He's a workhorse.
Well,
Give
I
him
want
what
to
you.
talk to Nico. Listen,
Give him
Nico.
Darwin, go.
Listen. All right, let me just gather my. Nico, please. All right, if you listen to me, fuck the Sharks. Come to the Bulldogs. All right. When it. You said talk to him. I'm talking to him. I'm trying
Don't
to help.
fucking spin some bullshit
I'm
to
trying
him.
to help the guy out. Come to the Bulldogs. We'll look after you.
I couldn't.
Apparently we
Serraldo?
have Cracker. He'll be sacked.
Okay, so keep
Yeah. Trent Barrett will take care of you.
He's getting Barrett back.
I fucking hate Barrett. But yeah,
You just haven't liked the coach
Nico
since
Hines
fucking who?
there's Hasler.
No, but
I
you
hated him
don't
when
like
he when he let. No, but what did he done to us at the end? He fucked us, bro. Oh no, Wallah Mick Potter.
Mick was good.
He fucking cuz with a shit team,
He
bro.
started
Wallah
attacking.
with a
He actually
shit
started
team.
attacking.
So right now the question lies: Mick Potter or Serraldo?
Mick Potter, cuz. I hate him Serraldo, bro. Mick Potter.
Hey, we make part of the attacking well, man. Remember?
Mick Potter, but I think it was like that because there was no
don't-
pressure on him. Anyway, moved on. So we're talking about Nico Hines.
Now he's having no pressure.
Yeah, Nicky, yeah, if you want to come to the Dogs, bro, come.
Don't fucking go to the
Yeah,
top. Come to
Who
the
the
Dragons.
fuck is listening to me? Like, you know, this guy knows who's gonna fucking talking about. I'm gonna fuck stuff for the Dogs. He doesn't give a fuck, cuz. He's kicking it fucking.
So imagine
The
he messages
Shy.
you.
bro.
Hey, imagine he messages you all just out of nowhere.
Hey, where do I
Hey,
sign?
look, nah, hey,
Set
you're
me
right,
up.
bro.
Set me up with
Where do
Serraldo.
I sign? Bro, straight out, I'll tell him, cuz, just shut the fuck up, stay where you are. Hayat Allah.
No, you wouldn't shut your mouth. What the fuck?
If I cared about him.
Yeah, but you don't.
I don't give a fuck about him.
Anyway, Daily Cherry Evans masterclass
He
for
killed
60
it.
minutes.
Absolutely killed it.
And then they fell asleep.
And then the game like was back and forth. Like the ball for a long time stayed in the field of play.
Mm.
Yeah, they got
After
tired.
that point,
They got tired.
and it was so fucking weird because there was no break.
How
For a
tiring
long
is it?
period of time, like 10 minutes straight, no break.
That's what
Which
Hines
is-
was waiting for fatigue
Which
to
is
set in.
fucking hectic. Yes, and then the last 10 minutes, Nico Hines went,
Bam, 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 bam.
fuck.
We're coming.
Yeah,
We's
like him and his
coming.
fucking wet hair popped off.
I love when his hair gets wet, bro.
Guys, he popped off.
How good were... He did pop off, but how good
Bro,
were...
look, this is how good he went. He was on like 35
If he
points.
cuts me off
Sorry,
again, I'm
cuz.
gonna cut his
Thir-
fucking knob off.
He was on like 36 points as captain for me on Supercoach.
He was on 12 the first half.
That's what I'm saying, but as captain.
Yeah,
You
as
have
captain,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, 36. And then that happened. He ended up like 160.
Yeah. No, he played well the second half.
Popped off.
Cherry Evans kicking game.
Yeah, he had on a string.
40. Oh, no, sorry. It wasn't him that kicked the 40-20. I think it was
Croker.
Croker.
Yeah, the dummy half.
Even
But
Croker's
I think
wrong.
3 tries came off their kicking game. Bro, hit chip. It bounced over the Sharks player and into the
What about
Seagulls
Yeah,
player's
two of them
hand.
got there and bounced to Olukwatu.
Oh, look, what
Olukwatu and even
And yeah,
That
next
bounce-
one.
Nico Hines.
That bounce. Room service.
That was, yeah.
That was
Abu
fucking
Room
room
service.
service.
He just literally did this and right in his
He
face.
wasn't even sprinting after. He was just jogging with the line, and he just bounced perfectly. For three thing players were there. Sharks bounced perfectly to him,
Abu Room service.
bro. Beautiful. Wallah. But yeah, so bro,
Where's Sharks go from here, bro?
for me, this was a massive upset
Oh, yeah, definitely.
because Manly without Tommy, I don't see him winning.
And
a game.
Garrick's not doing too bad, man.
He's going very well.
Before this game, what did I tell you yesterday? If the Dragons could beat another team, it'd be Manly.
Yeah, he did.
Because I don't see him going anywhere without Tommy.
Yes, and then they come out and the Sharks do this.
So
I don't know what
Cherry
the
Evans
fuck
needs
is
to
going on.
fucking rupture an asshole or something against
Yeah,
the Dragons. So
I don't know what's going on because I thought Sharks with the Moylan switch to Trindle would have done
Yeah,
wonders.
Trindle barely did anything.
did nothing.
Well,
He
he
was
spoke him up,
very,
didn't
very, no, he did. He got a try assist,
Yeah.
but,
But he just left a little too
well, you
late.
got to
yeah,
bro. You threw him into the deep end. He's
it was very weird. It was. I don't know what's going on there, man. The team doesn't look like they're gelling straight. It looks like they're playing with a bunch of strangers. They just look like a better version of the Bulldogs.
Well, when you got Ronaldo fucking playing Fortnite every night instead of fucking focusing on his training the next morning.
No, he scored.
Yeah, but he's a winger.
That's all he does.
That's their job.
But that's all he does.
Yeah.
Look at the other parts of this game.
He does not
We
go
bring it
take
every
a hit
time.
up. He doesn't
Every
take a hit
time.
up.
I think this is the third podcast in a row where we've said this.
It doesn't take hit ups.
And it fucking burns me. So yeah, this bloke runs sideways 20 meters. 20 meters, never takes a hit up.
He's the worst. It actually pisses me off.
Hey, he almost scored 2 tries though today.
I think he
Yeah,
can
but
actually.
almost.
I think he can
We almost
actually.
scored 4 tries.
He can start a career at playing Fortnite. He'll probably do better than rugby league.
He goes pretty good.
He's good at Fortnite.
goes pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
But yeah, well, he's a good finisher. But
I
fuck.
feel like, I feel like the Sharks as a whole are a bit off. I'm saying it's just Hines. Hines is trying to do everything.
Yeah. Well, that's
And like I said,
how it's
man,
been
Fitzy,
the past couple
Fitzgibbon
He's the
is
Dalian
going to
player.
be is like he was when he got signed. He was the next big thing, and then we signed the next big thing. I don't know what's going on with these coaches, man, but
there's no big things anymore.
no. So let's talk about this game. All right, like let's get into the nitty gritty. So like we said, Seagulls game of 2 halves, man. The first 60 minutes, and then what did we say? Did I already say that the ball was in for 10 minutes straight? Ball was in for 10 minutes straight, and then after that, Nico Hines went bang. So McKenna scores in the 70th minute. Ramian scored in the 72nd minute, and then Kennedy scored in the 74th minute, and it brought it back to 4 points out of nothing.
It was all of kickoff.
And they
as
could
well.
have scored.
Yeah.
They could have scored again.
That last one.
Last two. Nico Hines puts the bomb up. Ramian gets a hand to it, bats it back, but he hits it that hard, it just fucking shoots
Oh, yeah,
out the
shoots-
sideline.
If
Shoots
Couture
it,
is a bit
shoots
more, if he was a bit
Shoots
more.
back, and then who was the one that made the break? And he should have went left.
Kennedy.
Kennedy, that's right.
Instead, he gobbers for himself with a
Grabbed it for
fullback right in
himself.
front of him.
But it was
Gary
what, 2v1?
liked
It
it.
was 2v1?
4-on-2 on the
Oh,
left.
oh my god!
And he
Yes,
kicked for himself.
if he went left,
If he just looks left, they
they
win.
probably score.
They win. They
More
win the
than
game.
likely they score. But man, Manly, in a game that I thought there was no way they were going to win, pull the win out, man. 30-26, good on them. So that is the review for round
Before we
21
finish, I think Hines might get suspended.
for the trip.
He blew up at the sideline with.
Yeah, and he got the trip as well.
So the ref called him in and said, "You don't talk to my team or me like that.
No way.
Next thing you say, you're off."
I didn't say that. That's heavy. I seen the trip,
Putting his
but
foot down the referee.
did you see the trip?
Was it bad? No, I actually didn't see it.
It looked bad because like he fully extended his leg
So
out.
he's gone.
More than likely.
What they've done in the past for trips, yes, but
No, it hasn't been a fine lately.
it's been fines lately.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
And Hines is a good bloke. He doesn't really.
Yeah,
get
he
suspended or
doesn't have a
anything.
bad rap sheet, but yeah, that is what he's got to worry about. I didn't say that.
Was it a bad trip, but to you, was it a bad
Yeah, it
trip?
was a bad trip, but I think all trips are bad. I think all trips should be a suspension.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you stick your leg out, fucked.
Yeah, no,
maybe,
you should see the
can
way-
definitely
But it
avoid
has been fines.
It was the. Do you remember the pass they called forward and it wasn't forward?
I don't remember him snapping it at the touchy.
It was after that, anyways. He threw a ball. It was a try. Even Cronulla fans were saying try. She blows a forward pass, and he starts walking up to her, snapping it, and then he screams at him and brings him
Can't
back.
fucking do that. But.
Yeah. So I
And
think
what happened with Reece Walsh? They could go down hard on him, man.
3 weeks he got.
Yeah, Reece Walsh. They could come down hard on him. And fuck Sharks without Nico Hines. Good luck.
they're done. It's done.
Good luck.
So-
Good
Sharks.
luck,
Is there a shark to that neck?
I swear to
They're
God.
more like gummy sharks.
bro. Nothing.
No,
Yeah,
mate.
swear to God. Stick his finger in the mouth. Nothing will happen. All right. Dolphins had the bye this week, so a very, very well needed 2 points for them.
Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, 100%. And then round 21 is done. Round 22 next week. The preview will be out on Thursday, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. I want to talk about Josh Hodgson medically retired.
Yeah.
So the Parramatta signing for this year, the player they bought in to replace Reid Money.
Well, did that seem as a future, a long-term thing? Because he's
No,
pretty
not
old
long
now.
term.
I think
He's a-
Brendan handles the next thing.
Brendan Hands was the next thing, and I think even when Brendan Hands was playing off the bench coming on, that's when the Parramatta beginning of the season looked better, and then they dropped Josh Hodgson, and then they've gone better since then. Now Hodgson was at one point a gun hooker. The year they made the grand final, he was probably the second best hooker behind Cameron Smith.
He
that
was
season.
killing it.
He helped carry the Raiders.
100%.
Him, Caesar, and Warden.
And Warden, yeah, 100% that season.
Caesar, mate.
And John Bateman.
Oh, yeah, I can't
That
forget about
season,
Bateman.
A
My
little
bad.
fucking Maltese ahead.
That season, yeah, his fucking
Yeah.
head's way too
He's
small.
developed a new hate for this. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hates it. He's the ugliest player in the league.
Yeah.
Easy,
Him and Dane Laurie, bro.
Oh, Dan Laurie was pretty bad.
Because that stash,
Yeah, those whiskers, bro. They're whiskers. It's not a stash.
he's got like
Pisses
3
me off.
hairs on each side. But yeah, so Josh Hodgson medically retires. I think after that ACL,
Yeah, it was done.
he's never been the same
Slowed
player.
down.
Yeah,
Never been
He
the
hasn't
same
been confident
player.
running, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So yeah, Josh Hodgson medically retired. Frees up some salary cap space for the Eels, but nothing too big because he wasn't on that big.
There's like 400
pay
kills
packet.
on
Yeah,
it.
nothing that big. But yeah, so and then the last thing I want to talk about before we move in. Oh no, that's 2 more things rugby league. So Manly, we spoke about this on the weekend. When I told you what happened on NRL 360, right? For those who watch it, so NRL 360 been going on about you got a club can't sign players or managers or players and coaches from coaching staff, like part of the coaching staff that are under the one manager. Isaac Moses, who's someone who has a lot of fucking pull in rugby league.
Big pool.
Yeah, they've got a lot of his clients on their books. And they just spoke about it on NRL 360. It was literally it was like a 5-minute segment. And then Manly come out.
Oh, fire back.
And they release a list of all the managers that they have in the club and how many players each manager has signed.
Oh, no, honestly, I'm going to fight this producer. Can you hear those clicks?
I can, we're just ignoring it.
It's burning me.
Yeah, this guy's angry today. Stop clicking. Let's do this show, bro. All right?
Trying to be professionals here.
Oh, my God.
They don't do this on fucking the Matty John show.
You know what, now it's just teaching you have to do it. Like,
Just to
Are
be
you done?
I'm sorry.
That's it? All right.
Did you just try doing it?
He did. He clicked his finger.
No, I just cracked one of them.
Yeah, okay. Now the next, you got to do
No,
that
that's
one.
it.
You have to. You sure?
Keep going.
I got to do mine. Okay, there you go.
How
So,
do he's doing it with 1 hour.
I don't know. He's got much bigger breach than us. I don't know. You're fragile, but that's why.
Anywho.
Yeah. So they come out with a whole list of all the manager players, like the managers, and how many players they have, a number next to it. So they're like, oh, like one of the managers had 9 and Isaac Moses had 7. So they're like, here, look, shut the fuck up. Anyway,
They
and
feel
then,
like butthurt.
yeah, but anyway, and then who got a hold of these fucking hoops, mate?
Oh, who?
James Hooper.
You're done on the hoops, isn't there?
James Hooper fucking gave it to him. He's like, this was just
Just a
It
story.
was just a little story. It was a segment. It was 5 minutes. We gave you some 5 minutes of airtime just on that story, and now you want to come out and make it a thing? You guys are idiots. Start blasting him. Whoever released that, what are you going to do? Are you going to do that every season now? Huh? Because what? And then just gave it to
gave
him.
a reaction.
Manly looked, it was fucked because if they weren't...
Did Manly respond to hoops again or not? Too?
No, bro. They got... That response from Manly was like, fuck.
Yeah.
We
But,
fucked,
it was
but
over
it's
the
true
top,
that
over the
Moses,
top.
that Moses is fucking, what's his name?
He's got 7 players. They're not counting the coach. Seabold's there. He's got him.
The assistant coach.
Flanagan
Yeah.
is under him as well. The New South Wales Cup coach is under him as well. The guy's got like
this is the
literally-
guy that got Schuster 800k.
Yeah, this
in the halves.
So he's got a lot of pull in Manly. He's possibly about to run that club, honestly. So Manly are scared, and then they released that. So I just wanted to bring that up because it's like, fuck, what he's doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, what he's doing.
Like you're a club and you retaliate or something like
100%.
that.
Something
So
that's
small,
more
yeah.
like a news
Not even
article.
worthy of it. Yeah.
And the last one, right? So the last one, this one's like hectic. Ever since Roche came out and said, "Did you say the Knights lost?
Oh,
How
yeah.
did they lose?" The Knights have gone 2-0 since then.
Melbourne's gone 0-2.
I don't know what they've gone, but so 66-0 against the Dogs. Then they had the bye, and then they played Melbourne and beat Melbourne.
Yeah.
So they've collected 6
They
points.
they beat Welsh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they did lose back-to-back Storm.
Yeah.
They lost to Penrith and now.
There you go. And then against the Knights.
That is right?
Yeah, there you go. So he's 0-2.
think
Oh
now.
no, I think they won it last week.
I don't. Who'd they play last week? I can't remember.
Oh, fuck
I forget. I go week by week in my life, but I forget about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I live,
Because I remember Harry Grant popping off
I
last
live
week.
my life day
Oh
to
yeah,
day.
Harry Grant did have a good game.
Yeah.
I can't remember against who.
Oh, yeah, they did win.
But yeah, so the Knights, they beat the Knights. The Knights beat them, and now it's literally as
I
soon
saw
as he
there's a lot
said
of
that
memes, yeah.
they haven't lost since, they beat him, and it's just fucking hectic. How
Oh shit!
How the fuck did you forget that?
Forgetful in bad times.
so Melbourne played the Roosters last week. All right, yeah. So I just found it hilarious how after he said that they've collected 6 points and then they beat his team. So
There's a lot of memes out there on TikTok and everything too. It's
I
funny.
seen it online because he reposted. He's like he apologized.
Oh well.
I swear to God.
What?
Yeah.
They had
Like
to,
it was,
yeah.
but in a funny way.
Mm.
He's like, oh yeah, I was wrong about that one, whatever. He goes, we're 0-2 since then. So yeah, I mean, like I've been 0-2. So I've won none. The Knights have won 2. All right, move on. UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi has its main event. All right, we called for it here. Islam versus Charles is happening. So Charles Oliveira is the man that Islam beat to win the title.
Oh, yeah.
And now that rematch is happening, I think Islam caved into the pressure. All right, because a lot of people are calling for this fight.
What a card.
It's looking good because the co-main
Is that the one
event.
with
The co-main event is Kamzat
I
Kamaya
know.
versus Paulo Costa.
Well,
Wow. Wow. So these two have beef.
yeah.
All right. So they met at a gym once where they were just training at a random gym, and then they were like across from each other, and just Kamzat started having a crack at him.
Yeah, he's a ruthless.
He's a hard
Kamzat
guy.
does not give a
I
fuck.
love him, bro.
I
He's
love him.
ruthless.
I love him. You know why? Because he's been like this since day one. He came into the UFC and kill everybody. So I love him.
I will have that video saved as well.
I fucking love him. He G's me up, right?
Afterwards, he didn't even know what he was saying.
Yeah.
I kill everybody.
He doesn't know what he's doing too, so he just starts screaming towards the end of it. All right. So yeah, that's the main event and co-main event done. I just hope no one gets injured, because fuck, I do think Islam beats Charles, but Kamzat and Costa is gonna be fucking incredible.
That is the main event for me.
That is gonna be incredible. 3-round fight, so they're not gonna worry about their fitness.
They're just going to throw.
They're gonna go hard, and this is Kamzat moving up a weight division to
And
middleweight.
he hasn't fought in a while, so he's hungry.
He hasn't fought in a while, and he hasn't, because of Ramadan. That's why he took some time off. And he's moving up to a weight class. He hasn't fought in, I think, for the past 4 fights in middleweight. He's fighting one of the, he's fighting one of the fucking best fighters there. But well,
It's going to be a crack.
it's gonna be unbelievable.
What's the date for
and-
this one?
Uh,
Sorry, you didn't write it.
October, November.
That's not taking
December?
anything away
Somewhere
from the card that's happening this Sunday.
This Sunday, yes, next Sunday is gonna be a cracker fight. The BMF built up on the line. Gaethje versus Poirier.
Poirier, yeah.
I think the winner of Gaethje Poirier takes on the winner of Islam
I
Charles.
think that's the only way you can go.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But we're going to be watching that fight next week, so we'll be on the podcast next week. All right, so yeah, it's going to be cracked. All right, so that is the podcast done. That's the
Before you wrap
round
it up,
21 roundup. Yep.
There was a comment on one of our videos.
Yes, there was
They
a
wanted
comment.
us to do some create your team sort of thing. We will get around to it. We haven't forgotten it. We did see the question. We just don't have time.
It was a great
today.
question too.
It was a great
it's
question.
not. It's not about that. We've got a lot of things that we're planning for the off season.
Yeah.
Okay, when there's no rugby league, a lot of like mini games, things similar to what you suggested. So when that does get released, you will get your shout out.
You will get your shout out.
And you will get that video. All right, it'll be great. Because that is going to literally take half an hour to 45 minutes. Just
Yeah,
to
because
film that.
you've mentioned you want to play a game like that at the end anyway.
Do different
so,
things, yeah. So, but we'll do that in the off season. So we haven't forgotten about you. All right, it's good show. All right, so yes, that is the round 21 roundup. That is the podcast done. Make sure you go follow us in the description below. Find our socials there. Click on our TikTok, our Instagram. If you have any questions, like that follower did, that subscriber did, I should say.
Or if you want to see anything in the off season, like games like that,
Anything, any suggestions, put them down there. We'll get to it. All right. Make sure you go watch our previous video if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Absolutely wrestling